I used to have charts that looked like a Christmas tree. RSI, MACD, Bollinger Bands, moving average, all of them stacked one on top of each other. The result? Confusion, missed trades, and second guessing all my trades. But once I simplified everything down to just 3 essential tools, my whole trading life changed. In this video, I'm walking you through those tools and how you can use them to make your trading 10 times easier, whether you're a beginner or already trading live money. Hi everyone, welcome again to my channel. This is Kojaks Pro and I've been a trader for over 3.5 years. The single best thing that I've done for my trading, guys, to make my charting and analytical process way smoother is to declutter a lot of things and focus mainly on executing my trades in a very easy manner. And how do I go about this? I go about this by simply making my technical analysis process easy by using just 3 tools. Now, these 3 tools is what I'll be talking about in this video. Let's be real, most traders are overanalyzing too many tools, too many signals, and no real edge. But trading isn't about predicting, it's about clarity. And the charting tools you use should help you simplify, not stress out. I'll be getting into the 3 tools now. And if you have not subscribed, do so now so you don't miss out on important updates and insights like this. So without wasting so much time, let's get into the video. The first tool I use is TradingView. It's my go-to platform. What makes TradingView powerful is how customizable and clean it is. I can set up multiple layouts, daily structure, intraday entry zones, and replay mode for journaling. It's like having a full-on trading command center. Let me briefly show you how I do my charting with TradingView. Here is my chart on TradingView. Now, this is a paid plan. This is the paid plan of TradingView. TradingView has the free plan and the paid plan. I'm currently using the paid plan. And the reason I do so is because you can be able to access a lot more features that is going to help you as a trader, in your growth. You can go ahead using the free plan. It's still going to be very much useful. But you got to find out later on why I choose to use the paid plan than the free plan. So this is my front screen now on TradingView. And the first thing I feel that you should know and set out from this onset once you get into TradingView is your watch list, because as a trader you need to have your watch list in place. So your watch list simply means a list of all the pairs that you are monitoring or you intend to monitor. So currently, if you can look at my screen now, I have several watch lists open, but I usually use a particular one for my trading, and I'm going to show you what that one is. But I kind of segmented all my watch lists so that I can know exactly what financial asset I want to monitor at a particular point in time, or maybe during upsurges in stock value, in crypto value, any of those things, and I want to catch a move. I have all of them already lined up, and I have already kind of charted them to my fitting to help me understand them and read them as a trader. So watching this now, I have my indices. If you look at the top left corner here, we have the indexes. So these are my DXY, BXY, which is the British Pound Index, AXY, XXY, CXY, JPXY. I seldom watch these. The only one actually I look at is DXY. The other ones I can do without them. The next of my watch list is the Kojaks Pro watch list. I'm Kojaks Pro, I'm a trader, so I have to create a watch list that I enjoy. So on this my list, that's the list I am currently viewing at the moment, and you can see we have Euro USD here, GBP USD there. I'm just going to remove this XRP because I was trying to discuss with a friend that had made an investment in XRP. So I was trying to show him my analysis and my take on XRP. So that's why I decided to put it on my watch list. I'll soon be removing it because he has learned from that, and he knows that the best way to actually go about your investment is it's going to help you if you know how to invest, because you have insights about market movements. So he was lucky to have me around him, and I pointed out some few things. It actually helped him. I told him at the time that XRP isn't going to make any major moves short term, but on the long term, it will definitely pick up and rise. And he bought from that. He bought into that and decided to stall on his investments for now on XRP until XRP actually gives a leeway or a bias per se. So I'm going to be removing XRP very soon from this list. Then we have the gold, which is XAE USD. We have Bitcoin, BTC USD, oil, which is USO USD, GBP JPY, and S&P 500. I will be removing some from this list and Eventually, I'll be adding some to this list, but you get the gist. This is for Kojas Pro. Then I have my stock, just very few I look at, which are most of the big Fortune 500. I rarely come on this particular watch list. Then I have the top list. So you can see that this my top list is just some list that I add and remove at times, just to ensure that I am watching the pairs I should be looking at. Then anyone that piques my interest from the top list, I put it into my Kojax Pro list. So that's how I go about it. So the first thing you need to do as a trader is to have a watch list. And ideally, you should not have a lot of pairs on your watch list. The ones you're actively monitoring, you shouldn't have a lot of pairs. As a starter, at least maybe 3 to 5 pairs, but you should only concentrate on at least top 3 pairs so that you can understand them and understand their movement. And my advice is to follow the dollar-based pairs to start with, because they are highly volatile and they respect market sentiment. So when you intend for the market to go up as per your age, the market actually goes up without messing around for a lot of times before making the move, or getting you stopped out before making that necessary move. The dollar-based pairs are quick to give you your profits once your age is on point. So try and stick with the dollar-based pairs before diversifying to other assets. That's a pro tip. So how do you start by creating a watch list? So ideally, you should have a watch list. So on this video, I'm going to create a watch list to show you guys how to do it. It's going to vary based on the interface. So I'm using a tablet interface. On a monitor interface, it will be something different. I prefer tablet interface most of the time, because I'm a swing trader and I don't need to be stuck on my screen all the time. I want a situation where I set my trades, and anywhere I am, any town I am, any city I am, any country I am, I could just pull out something, not having to carry my whole monitor, set. I can just pull out my tablet and see what's happening and actually have a feel of what's happening in the market before I make my trading decisions. So this is the tablet interface, and I'm going to start by creating a watch list. So we've got a section where it says here add list. So for this watch list, I'll just be calling it millions charts. So let's call it millions charts. Millions chart, and I will now go ahead and create. So we've seen that there are no symbols in this watch list, and we'll just go ahead and add a symbol. The best symbol we should add, which is, like I've said, try it and start with the dollar-based pair. So I'll start with Euro USD. So I'll just look for Euro USD here. So this Euro USD, and I'll just go with ICE markets. It could be any of them, but yeah, just go with FXM. So I'll just take this all out so that we can have a clean chart, like so. So we've got a clean chart on Euro USD. Now this is a clean chart on Euro USD, and how you go about it is to first of all set your key levels, know the direction of the market, and then come down to your entry time frame and actually set your positioning in relation to your edge or your trading plan or strategy, and wait for the market to come to your zone or give you a setup. So for this video, since I'm just illustrating how to actually use it, I'll only just be showing you briefly how to set your zones. So I've got my tools all splayed out here in this little box here. So this little box here are my tools. And we've got from left to right, we've got the rectangular tool, we've got the adjustable rectangular tool, we've got the ellipse tool, we've got the horizontal ray, and we've got the horizontal tool as well, the text tool, the Fibonacci tool, the arrow tool, the vertical tool, then we've got the wedge tool, then we've got also the short horizontal ray, then we've got the simulation directional tool, and we've got the execution tools, the buy and sell tools as well. So I use this, I customize them to bring them actually out. That helps me, it kind of helps me to draw things and scribble things on my charts to be able to see them at a glance and make an outright trading decision. You can do that as well. It's just a matter of coming here and then adding each and every one of them you see to your favorites. So these are my favorites. They've all been starred. So I can add more by going through each of these other ones here and adding a star to them by clicking at the top right corner for each and every one of them. It's going to add them to my favorite toolbox. So this is EURUSD. If I want to draw a level on EURUSD, I'll just simply pick the first one, which is the hard horizontal tool, and then draw this. You can see how it draws it. And it gets it every step of the way, just like so. Then if I want to draw another tool, I'll simply just click on it and clone it, and then take it to the next level, wherever it is, and put it there. That's how I do it. And then I don't need to draw it again. I don't need to draw it again. I'll just simply take it and put on the next level by cloning and cloning and cloning. That's why I feel TradingView is very easy, because you can't do this in MetaTrader 4 or MetaTrader 5. And by side, that's the next tool we'll be talking about. I use MetaTrader 4 and 5 for a different purpose, not for charting. Now, all this now has been made easy with TradingView. If I want to draw a trend line, I can just click on my trend line to join 2 points like so, and then let's have it go all the way up. Like you can see, if I want to use my Fibonacci retracement, I'll click on the Fibonacci retracement tool from swing low to swing high, and then try to get the reactive points or zones in the market, which are the Fibonacci areas. Particularly, I use the 50 Fib area for my zones, or for my decision zones. Then if I want to use the wedge tool now is to get an idea of what's actually happening in terms of the market being in a wedge. So this is what my wedge tool looks like. So I'll just draw on it. It's almost like a trend line tool, but it kind of gives you a different kind of insight. More about this will be released later. As a matter of fact, I'll be doing a video later on how to use, or how I use Fibonacci to make trade entry decisions, and some other cool stuff that I'll be giving out on this channel as soon as possible. Now, that's going to be all about it for the TradingView. Since I want this video to be short, I don't want it to be too long, I'm going to go to my next tool, which is MT4 and MT5. Now, the next tool I use is MT4 and MT5, and I use it strictly for execution. Some people might also use it for broker connection. As a matter of fact, you can use your TradingView for broker connection. Sometimes I do that, but most times for convenience, I use my MT4 and MT5 for purely execution and sometimes broker connection. For execution purpose, MT4 and MT5 is fast and stable. I just have my price feed and other execution panel, clean and straight to the point. So this is how I use MT4 for my executions. I'll just simply come to my app library and search for MT5. Actually, we use MT5 for this. So this is MT5. So on my F5 screen, this is a demo account, and we've got a trading balance of £5 million on this account. So this is just a simulated account. It's not a real money. Now for this, we'll be trading EURUSD. Now you can see on the code screen, we've got different currency pairs here. If I want to add a currency pair to this list, all these two at the top of the screen where you see the search terminal for search symbol, just enter the symbol you want. Let's say you want to add NZD card. So we just say NZD card and just tick the button there. That's all we do. Now it's appeared at the bottom of the code screen, like you can see there. So simple, that's how you add currency pairs to the code screen. So if you want to trade EURUSD, now I'm not saying we should take any positions on EURUSD. I'm just showing how I actually go ahead executing my trade from the analysis I've done on TradingView. So let's say for the analysis I've done on TradingView, I want to buy EURUSD. So as I've clicked on EURUSD now, like you can see, I'll just simply go to trade. I'm not going to chart or details. I'm going to trade. I'll click on trade. Now it brings out this screen where we should input the necessary parameter figures, like, you know, the stop loss, take profit, and the deviation. So I'll just set the stop loss to be 1.13844, and then the take profit to be 1.14, so actually 1.16366. Then the deviation, I'll just set the deviation to 10, because 10 deviation points is equal to 1 pip for currency pairs that are graded using 5 digits. So I'll just click on buy. Now it goes ahead to execute the order. Now this is it. As simple as that, the Euro USD trade is already on, and I'll just let it be. Now what happens is this trade either goes one of two ways. It either goes to my stop loss or it goes to my take profit. I don't care. That's how to set hard stops and hard take profit levels. It keeps you disciplined as a trader, and that's how I use my MT4. Simple. Now the third tool I use, which is for screenshots and journaling, is FX Journal. Now I told you that the best way to see your improvements as a trader is if you can track your progress and review your trades. The best way to do that is to actually journal your trades, and the best form of journaling is by using screenshots. So this tool, FX Journal, helps me to accomplish that, and there are a lot of tools out there that can do that as well. Very beautiful tools. For example, Notion. Notion does a very, very good job at that. But I love simplicity and like really simple things. I don't like a lot of things bugging me when it comes to my trading process. So for real simplicity, and it's kind of mobile, I use FX Journal. So this is my FX Journal. This is how I use FX Journal. I have it as an application on my phone. So I'll just simply come to my app library and search for FX Journal. Now I'll click on it. Now this is the FX Journal page. We've got three screens actually. We've got the first screen for the tools. It's got a trade calculator where you can calculate your risk to reward and your lot size, the expected lot size you can apply to your trade entries. It's also got a compounding calculator, which is very beautiful as well. Then it's also got social media groups like the Discord and the Telegram groups, which is a community of traders that use it, and it's very awesome to use it once you download it. Now the next one here is the journal itself. Now this is where all your journal entries will be in. So this is just a text account I'm using for this. Now we've got the next one is the performance tab. This shows you how well your strategy has been performing over time. So it's something similar to what FX Book shows you in terms of your equity curve. So this shows you how well your strategy is performing over time. So if you have been having more wins than more losses, technically your graph will be rising higher and higher and higher and higher, and that's going to give you a smooth curve or a smooth equity curve. This is what this performance tab shows you on FX Journal as well. So for this trade now we took on Euro USD, we took a buy on Euro USD in MT5. Let's see how we can input it here. Now we'll just go and click on the plus button here. This is Euro USD. The trade date, let's say enter a date. The date is 23rd of June. Then trade setup. You describe the trade setup says you should describe the pattern. For this, there was no pattern, but you should always have a pattern. You should have a reason. You should have your edge. Your edge tells you when to enter the market. So for this purpose, I will just say we use a retest of support area. So I'll just say support retest. So I'll just say support retest here. Support retest. And I'm intending to go long. It's already, the next button here is long entry level. So the entry level, we entered at 1.14665. The lot size we used then was, I think, 0.1. Yeah, that was the lot size we used, 0.1. Our stop loss was 1.3. So actually 1.13844. Then our take profit was 1.16366. So this shows the risk to reward. After putting all these parameters, you can now go ahead and click on calculate, so it will calculate your risk to reward. So for this trade, you can see that you are risking about $82 on the trade, and your reward is about $170, which is more than 1:2. So actually more than 2:1. This is a very good trade to take. I'm not saying that you should buy Euro USD. This is just a simulated, example. So now it should show that I don't need to adjust anything. I don't need to calculate any more tests. I'll just click on submit. Now submit, and you can see that it appears at the top right corner here. At the top corner, it's actually the top one. So I just click on it and see it. Now I can edit it. All I'm doing in this editing now is to try to put in the screenshot. I can put in a screenshot of the trading position, what I saw before taking this trade. Then later on, when the trade maybe has gone like midway, I can take a screenshot as well if I want, but most times I take a screenshot before and take a screenshot after to see the outcome so that I can marry the two, and it's going to help me in my review process later. So this, I can just come to edit. Now in the editing part of it, I can choose to, let's see, it's the open time. Okay, no, actually you don't click on edit, you just click on this drop down tool here, and then this camera tool, you can just click on the camera tool here. Once you click on the camera tool, it's going to, if you're taking a screenshot, it's going to take you to your phone, your photo library. All you need to do is just attach that screenshot to this. So once you click on the camera icon, it's going to do all that and attach the screenshot. And as easy as that. So I'm going to show you an example of where I did it in my other trades. So this is the other one I took, the other trade. So no, not this one actually. I think it's this one. Then a drop down screen. Is it this one? No. Yeah, this one a trade we took earlier on before. And in this particular trade, I made a huge amount of money on that, actually, in one of my large accounts. I'll just go ahead to click on the screenshots I took. So this is the screenshot of the trade I took, and I made massive profit from that. And so all I did just to take a screenshot from TradingView and then come here and paste it. So this was where the trade was completed, that I pasted it like so. Now these are the notes I took on that. Trade entered the 50-fib play, the 4-hour break of structure and counter trend line had occurred. Then when TP triggered at this level, and these are the lots that were used for that. So those are in quantity, not in the actual lots used on MT4 and MT5 because of the accounts I use. So my post-trade review following that trade was, I followed my A+ setup, adhered to strict risk management protocols. So this is how I actually go about my charting and my journaling. TradingView shows me the zones. MT4 executes the trades. FX Journal helps me refine my thinking. I'm not relying on 10 indicators. I'm relying on a clean process supported by simple, powerful tools. You don't need a new indicator, you need clarity. TradingView as a charting tool helps me to stay off the chart. All I do on TradingView is just to look at my trades, set it. I can actually create alerts on trades, and this feature is what I said earlier in the video that is not accessible to the free version. So this tool of actually setting alerts and leaving your trades to hit your alerts before you take that trade is what TradingView, the paid version, offers. So that's why I urge you to get the paid version of TradingView and go ahead trading. Now, if you're interested in getting the paid version of TradingView, you can do it by two ways. You can go to their website and actually do that, or I've left a link of it in the description. You can just simply click a link of it in the description and go and grab a paid version of your trading account. Drop a comment if this helped and subscribe to the channel. You can join my Discord and Telegram groups where I give out useful trading insights and chart ideas and trade ideas as well. Link in the description. I'll see you in the next video.